Hey guys, today I'll show you the most basic Flatpak commands every Linux user should know. So let's start with the first thing, how to see what Flatpak apps are installed. To do that, we type Flatpak list. And that's how you see it. Well, bunch of stuff here actually. So if you want to actually sort it, you can use grep for example, and then zoom. So we can see the Flatpak version of Zoom installed here. That actually shows everything that was installed, but how about we just see the apps, not runtimes and stuff like that. So let's actually do it like this, Flatpak list and then app. So we can now see only apps, the list actually much shorter. Let's actually inspect this Flatpak, for example, DOSBox X. And we have application ID here. We can just copy this one, alright. Then we type Flatpak and then the application ID. And we can see the info right here, description, ID, architecture that was used, the version, license, and stuff like that. We can see the basic information right there. Let's clear this up. Now we know the basic info, but what about permissions? We actually want to know what kind of permissions this application has, because it's really important. What if it has some permissions that we don't want it to use? Or maybe some permissions that we want to restrict? So in this case, we actually want to learn what kind of permission it has. So to check that, we need to just add this specific parameter right here. Show permissions. So it has a network permission and the file system permission, so which folder it has access to. Now we know what kind of permission it has. By the way, let me know if you want a follow-up video about permissions. If you actually want to learn more about that kind of stuff, I'm gonna make a separate video, so just comment about that. The next topic is actually how to search for those Flatpaks. We actually type Flatpak, search. What about PDF, let's say, PDF. Yeah, so the Notes app built for handwriting, graphical diary and journal. I have no idea about all those apps actually. So many packages available. Let's actually search for something more interesting. Let's say Notes, some note-taking app, Notes for GNOME. Once we type it like that, we have an option to install this Flatpak as a system package or as a user package. I think we should go with the user because I want to install only for this specific user and that's it. So let's do it like that. Those are the permissions, network and file access. And as you can see, some additional packages will be installed. So we can either proceed or cancel, either yes or no. So let's type yes and let's install it. There's actually a bunch of dependencies right here. Make sure that you're actually comfortable with installing such large packages. Every application you install via FlatHub, it could actually bring lots of dependencies. To start the application, you just type it like that, and it's working. So that's how you run those Flatpaks. But what if you want to inspect the currently running Flatpak? What if you want to just dig deeper and understand how it works and what's actually running right there? Well, we just type it like this, Flatpak PS. And now we can see the processes that are running right there. So we have Zoom, Slack, and Telegram. Well, what if you actually want to enter this container and inspect how it works? Let's go ahead and enter this container. So we type it like this, Flatpak, enter. And then we type the process ID, so 44895, and then we type SH, which means we're entering the terminal. It's quite interesting, we're inside this container. So let's type it PSAX, and as you can see, we just have Telegram running there, and that's it. Not much interesting, but we can inspect the file system. And if we go to home, we have desktop and downloads, and that's it. Those are the two folders this application has access to, primarily. As you can see, we can just inspect the file system, and this guys is a container file system, so it has some mounted folders that actually point to our main directories, but most of those folders are actually just the container folders. So your application only has access to specific folders in your file system, in your real file system. Let's get back to our main system. We are back to our main system. Now, let's talk about updates. So if you type Flatpak update, and then you type the name of the application, it's going to update the specific application. For example, org, Mozilla, Firefox. Well, it's actually installed on my system, but not as a Flatpak, but as a typical application, so it's not sandboxed. But well, let's just type it like this. Let's type Flatpak update without specifying any specific application. Let's see. So we have updates to those specific packages. Okay, so how about we just go ahead and proceed? Let's update everything, and let's just type yes, and it's going to update all those packages right here. Alright guys, so it's all installed. If you want to uninstall something, you need to use Flatpak uninstall command. But first of all, let's see the list once again. If we type it like this, Flatpak list, then for example grep nodes, then we can see this application right here, right? The one we just installed. So if we type Flatpak uninstall, and then the name of the application, org gnome nodes, is actually going to uninstall it. As you can see, it's now removed. So Flatpaks is actually a really nice way to install your applications in a managed sandboxed way so that it only has the permission that you want and you can actually control that. And it's really powerful. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and bye guys.